Tony TNT Tubbs, one-time WBA heavyweight champion of the world. And now a challenger, and the first challenger for Mike Tyson on what is being billed as the Tyson World Tour. There is a syndrome evolving here in Japan, which is described by a new term in the Japanese language. It is called gaitare. It refers to foreign celebrities who are brought here by the overwhelming economic power of the yen currency as opposed to other world currencies. Now joining Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Mick Jagger as gaitare is Mike Tyson.
And the interesting thing here is we were led to believe that the Japanese fans would view this more as a show, and that they sit on their hands a lot. But they are truly as excited as people led us to believe they were underneath their impassive masks.
Of course, if you have seen Tyson before, you are aware of what is called the gladiator look. No robe, no towels, no socks, just the black trunks, the boots, and the 10-ounce Everlast gloves. Mike Tyson is 21.5 years old, unbeaten in 33 fights with 29 knockouts. He went 12 rounds to a decision twice. This is his 6th title defense as heavyweight champ, the 3rd defense as holder of the championship in the eyes of all 3 governing bodies. Because of a conflict between local promoters and the International Boxing Federation, only the WBA and WBC title belts are being billed in Japan in connection with the fight. But in reality and in the eyes of boxing fans, it is the unified title which is at stake.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing his boxing trunks and weighing 238 1/4 pounds with a professional record of 24 victories, 15 by knockout, and only 1 defeat. From Cincinnati, Ohio, he is the 2nd-ranked heavyweight in the world and a former heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Tony TNT Tubbs. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks and weighing 216 1/4 pounds, from Catskill, New York, which is the hometown of the late great trainer of champions, Cus D'Amato. He brings a professional record of 33 victories without a loss, 29 KOs, including 25 KOs in 5 rounds or less, and 15 in the 1st round alone. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Mike and Tony, you both received instructions earlier in the day, and therefore you know the rules. I wish you both an awful lot luck now. Return to your corners to await the starting bell. Good luck.
That's Arthur McCanty doing his 6th heavyweight championship fight, his 78th world championship fight. Tubbs says he knows how to fight. The champion, everyone says it. It's a little bit more difficult to pull it off. Let's see if he really wants to rumble as he says he does.
I see Mike Tyson iron the belly, the midsection of Tony Tubbs, so look for him to jump right on in the 1st round.
Okay, we're all set? All set. Go.
Mercanti says they're all set, and there's the bell for round 1. Tubbs throws the jab, and Tyson responds in kind.
Oh, you're right, Greg.
A lot of fighters find it difficult to set Mike Tyson up because Mike now gives a lot of head movement.
All right, break. I say break, stop, break.
One of the big questions has been whether Tubbs would clinch and grab and simply try to survive with Tyson, as did Bone Crusher Smith and Mitch Green. For now, it does not look that way.
Well, Tubbs stated that he would exchange punches with Tyson because the best way he felt to beat him was to be inside, throw short punches, combinations. And here he selected to do that. I don't necessarily agree with that, Jim, because what happens, Tyson, with his shorter arms and upper body strength, is able to do a great deal of damage to the midsection of his opponent. Watch for the left hook by Mike Tyson.
Tubbs trying to go downstairs to Tyson's body.
You see the left jab of Mike Tyson. He's starting to use it more consistently now. He found out that it gets a man into punching range.
And you can begin to see the startling hand quickness that Tubbs brings. Startling partially because of the shape of his body.
Well, here with Tubbs, the uppercut, I also noticed the uppercut of Mike Tyson. He's able to throw the same punch twice, under and over.
Tyson missed with the left hook. Earlier he had landed a wicked right to the kidney.
Look for a looping right hand by Mike Tyson, because that's the punch I see that Tubbs is vulnerable to. He keeps dropping that left hand.
1 minute to go in round one. Tubbs landed a left and ducked away effectively.
You know what to do, champ. There you go. There you go. There you go. You know what to do, champ. Speed, baby, speed. Come on, sweet. Sweet. Oh, right, champ.
What Tubbs needs to be doing now, he needs to throw 2 and 3 jabs to kind of break the rhythm of Mike. Because what's happening, Tyson started to set up. You need to break that rhythm with a jab.
Tubbs throwing the uppercut. A lot of people think he will have to be effective with that punch because Tyson comes in constantly.
Well, Tyson also lunged him with an overhand right there, and that's one of the mistakes he makes.
10 seconds to go in round one. One punch after the bell, and now Mike Tyson returns to his corner.
I thought Tubbs fought a very effective round. I gave him the round. He landed some hooks, and he went to the body as promised. Remember, he told us that nobody has gone to Mike Tyson's body so far.
The voice is that of trainer Kevin Rooney.
Mike. Get here, Mike. Oh, you got it?
6 and 1 have done the other. Yeah, take that.
If I make a move forward, move to the right. I'm cutting for that back, that boom in the foot. You hit him with the right hand to the chin. Right. Okay. Second down. Second down. Okay. Second down. Round 2.
The talking in Tubbs's corner was done by trainer Odell Hadley. So now Hadley and Rooney have had their minute, and round 2 begins.
Tubbs keeping that right hand up because of the left hook of Mike Tyson. But also, you notice now you see a much more relaxed Tony Tubbs. So now his punches are being more fluid.
Look at Tyson with the rapid-fire 3 jabs in a row. Something new within the past year.
Well, Tyson is starting to improve each time he steps into the ring. But what I see here in Tubbs is pretty much trying to get range so he can drop his right hand, because in his corner they told him to drop the right hand. But the left hook lands, but he needs to come back with the right hand. There's the right hand, Jim, I had spoken earlier about. You must give Tyson angles. You can't remain stationary. Hands must stay up and stay out of the corners.
But indeed, Tony acknowledged in talking with us, Ray, that you couldn't finesse Tyson completely. You have to be willing, as he said, to fight him.
Well, you saw that double punch with one hand, sort of a bolo type punch. And those are the type of punches that do a great deal of damage because the body shot, then the uppercut. Raises the chin up, and then the left hook comes into play.
Good uppercut by Tubbs inside. Snap Tyson back a little.
Tubbs has to be very careful. You notice he put both feet together, and that's easy to be knocked down or knocked off balance. He's trying to use his additional weight.
Coming up on a minute to go in round 2. Tony Tubbs so far appears in no way intimidated by Tyson's fury, as have so many of his opponents.
Good left hook. Good combination by Tubbs. You know, Tubbs just trying to gain respect, and I think he's done that.
Good left by Tyson. Tubbs reeled.
Those hands must be kept up higher. And again, like I stated earlier, Jim, I don't think it's a good idea to exchange punches with Tyson. Good body shot, but we need combinations now.
30 seconds left in the round. Both fighters have had their say here.
I couldn't tell whether or not that punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. Odell Hadley has jumped in the ring. The fight is over.
With stunning swiftness.
And the fans are enjoying. They're showing their appreciation here.
Remarkable. The tide of this fight changed within 15 or 20 seconds.
Well, that's what a great puncher can do. The boxer is thinking all the time, and the puncher is punching all the time. The only thing I can say now is that if you thought that whale hunting was outlawed in Japan, we just saw that Mike Tyson hadn't heard about it.
And Ray Leonard, let's take a look back at the left hands which did the damage.
Well, Tyson now starting to find his range. That left hook there pretty much spoke for itself. It's self-explanatory because it was a short and powerful left hook that put Tony Tubbs down. And here Mike still showing that he is a good finisher.
Tubbs had already been reeling a bit before that point as the result of a short right against the ropes.
What was happening actually was that Tyson was wearing down Tubbs because Tubbs tried to stay inside and fight Mike Tyson's fight, which I thought was a mistake.
Heavyweight champion, Mr. Mike Tyson.
Once again, that's short left hook. And for those that say Mike is not really a one-punch knockouter, I think they need to look at some films again. Mike has enormous strength and great upper body power.
Early now in round 2. That was the punch against the ropes that really started things off. I said a right, it was in fact a left right on the forehead.
But if you can appreciate the power of Mike Tyson, because that punch hit him on the temple, and it wasn't really a 6-inch punch, it was shorter than that.
So Tony Tubbs becomes the latest in the string of victims. Tyson's 30th knockout in 34 times in the ring. And the Japanese, who were so disappointed 15 years ago by George Foreman's one-round knockout of Joe Roman, got about 2.5 minutes more this time.
But Jim, you also have to commend the corner of Tony Tubbs because they was in there for the welfare of his safety because they saw the power of Mike Tyson and they saw that the man was hurt and was indeed down.
Interestingly, Ray, one of the things that Tubbs had seemed to demonstrate throughout his 26-fight career up to that point was a pretty good chin.
Well, he has a very good durable chin, but again, that's Mike Tyson there.
And right now, let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official statistics on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official time. 2 minutes, 54 seconds of the second round. The winner by knockout victory. Now 34 consecutive victories. Still the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
All right, Mike Tyson, it seemed that Tony Tubbs went right at you and tested you, and you were a little bit too strong from him, but he was effective until you hurt him.
Well, he was effective because I planned it that way. I was looking for the opening because I planned for him to run. And then when I saw he came such a easy target to hit, I was just planning and planning. And he had his hands up very high. I was surprised that he had his hands up so high. And so I started hitting to the body and bringing it up in the middle. And then as soon as he brought his hands out, I saw his eyes and I aimed right for his eyes.
He said that nobody had ever gone to your body before and he wanted to try you there. He did hit you a few blows there. Did he hurt you at all?
Not
Distract
at all.
you even?
Not at all. My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved. If you get punched, you get hurt. I refuse to be hurt, knocked down, and knocked out. I can't lose. I refuse to lose.
What was your response to the audience here, which is kind of quiet compared to the crowds in America? Did you hear anything or
not at all?
anything?
Not at all. I knew there were people scratching me when I was coming through, but I had such an intense tunnel vision. My objective was just to get in there and get my hands on my opponent.
When he didn't come out moving and jabbing and doing those kind of things, what was your first thought about
Well,
that?
I said, well, this is going to be a complicated fight. It's going to be a fight. He came to fight. And, you know, and for the last moment, I prepared for him to just come out swinging because Kevin said he's going to come out and try to rough you.
Did he at all try to rough you up?
Absolutely. I felt the tip of his glove around my eye. I don't know if it was the thumb, but in fighting, you're in a hurt business. You can't complain.
And he was there to complain. Is it just a question, do you feel, that no matter what anybody's plan is, that your power will negate any plan?
Plan is better. Our plan, the objective is to win. We don't fight by book technology or anything. We come to fight the authentic way.
When you see a man come out and he's obviously that out of shape and heavy, does that lull you in any way in the first round?
Not at all, not at all. That was his prerogative to come out the way he did. My job is to finish him off. You see, if he would have went 10 rounds, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, then someone could say something critical towards my performance. But he came out a tough performance. He didn't come like a guy that just came to pick up a payday. He got hit with a solid shot. It looked like it was above the eye, but I tried hitting exactly in the eye. And he took a great shot and he went down. But if he would have lasted 6 or 7 rounds and he was out of shape, then you could criticize me. But he came to fight. And if anybody could criticize that he was out of shape, I did what's supposed to have been done to a person that was out of shape. I got rid of him quick.
This is your first fight as a newlywed. Were you thinking about that at all? Did you want to put on a special performance in any way?
Not at all, because when I'm in the ring, I'm objective, tunnel vision, and it's just, this is my world in here.
I have to ask you one last question, Mike. In an article in Sports Illustrated that's on the stands now back in the States, it was said that sometimes after a fight, because you have so much adulation now and everybody's around you, you feel you have to go back, put a mask on, beg for quarters, go back to your old neighborhood. Is that true?
No, I don't do that. I said me and my friend do it once in a while for a joke. Because he makes a joke, you know, people always say, Mike Tyson, you have a lot of money, you do this and that. So one day, me and my friend Rory, we put on mags and baggy clothes and bummy clothes, and we went on the street begging for money. Just as a personal joke for myself.
So we won't have to throw any charity for you.
No, not at all.
Thank you very much, Mike Tyson. And now back to ringside with Jim.